Hi friends, welcome to RP Tech Wing Prabhu this side. So today in this video we'll cover introduction of Databricks. So first let me explain what is the Databricks, right? Databricks is a software company founded by the creator of Apache Spark. The company has also created famous software such as Delta Lake, MLflow and Colas. These are the popular open source projects that span data engineering, data science and machine learning. Databricks develops web-based platform for working with Spark, which provides automated cluster management and IPython style notebook. So right now I show the Databricks is bounded with the Azure platform, right? So this is a Azure portal, but here we can see the Azure Databricks as a service, right? So let me explain Databricks in Azure. So Azure Databricks is a data analytics platform optimized for the Microsoft Azure Cloud Service Platform. Azure Databricks offers three environments. First is the Databricks SQL, Databricks Data Science Engineering, Databricks Machine Learning. So this is the history of the Databricks, right? So Databricks is a Apache Spark product, right? So a later part it we can use that is in Azure portal, right? So Azure Databricks is optimized for Azure and tightly integrated with Azure Data Lake Storage, Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapse Analytics, Power BI, and other Azure services to store all data on a simple open lakehouse and unify all your analytics and workloads. Okay, so this is the introduction of Azure Databricks. So let me share with the Azure Databricks portal quickly. So this is the Azure Databricks UI looks like. So let me cover one by one point. So this is a workspace. So this workspace by default assigned by the Databricks. So this is by username, right? Prabhu Darshana. So this is the username. So inside this workspace we can able to create notebook, just like if you see here I can move, rename, or if I supposed to create new notebook, so I will create the notebook library folder. So these options are available here. So then here in recent tab we can able to see the recent closely notebook, right? So this is the latest notebook which I have created. So in data tab we can able to see the database, and inside database we have the files, right? So we can able to store the files. So so inside the default we have this file store, right? So after that we can see the compute tab, right? So in compute tab we can create the cluster. So basically cluster is used for processing, so it's a heart of the Databricks, right? Without cluster we cannot do any operation. So first we need to create the cluster. So these are the basic configuration of cluster, right? So here we can use the version of the cluster, and what is the configuration means, memory and vcores, how many vcores we can able to use. And here this is the configuration for notebook, how many notebooks we are created with the this cluster, right? So cluster is basically used for the processing, right? So by using cluster we can distribute the workload among different nodes, right? Suppose I have one input CSV having 1 terabyte size. So how the processing of 1 terabyte CSV will happen? So it will distribute the reading of the CSV file into multiple nodes, so it will perform very well, right? So just like it will handle the load. So this is the compute tab. So let me quickly start with the notebook. So before that I will let me show few more options in the notebook. So let me open this notebook. Okay, so here in notebook you can see this is the cluster. Here we need to connect the cluster first. We can disable or restart cluster or terminate cluster, right? So this is the run option. So with the help of run command we will run the notebook. So this is the comment section. So here we can add the comment for the notebook, right? So this is the schedule section. So here we will schedule the notebook as per our requirement. So this is the basic overview of the Databricks notebook. Here we have different languages in notebook. One is Python, Scala, R. So based on our choice, we can choose the any language. Right now, I chosen the Python. So First, I will show you some exercises. So I have stored one file, that is the test22 CSV in file store tables test22 location, right? So okay, let me open that location first. Let me try. uh, okay, in data tab, data tab, we have default, and default, if you see the default in dbfs folder. So this is the file store folder, and this is the table, and here are the CSV. So right now I will try to read this CSV, right? So let me go back to the notebook. I will just open notebook. I have just provided that file path which I shown right now. So after that I provide the file type option is the CSV. So this is the infer schema option, right? So I will cover these options in the next upcoming video. So this is the syntax for reading the CSV. So spark.read.format. So these are the options, right? Let me execute first. Okay, so you can observe this is the output. We have one rows in a CSV, right? So with the display command, we will able to display the output data frame, right? So now I want to create the table, right, or view. So I this is the syntax for data frame dot create or replace temporary view, and this is the variable name, and I assign that variable name to the test dot csv. Okay, so let me execute this. So the view is created. So just I use the percentage SQL. That means we are changing the language to SQL language. So I will just do the select star from this table. So let me fetch the data. You can see here the output is just look like. So these are many more options. We will cover uh, all the options in upcoming videos. So just like we can able to create the table, we can drop table. So lot of option. So I will create one by one video series in upcoming videos. Thank you.